Something has always been in managing our forests in a sustainable way. I think with the present debate on climate change, is to recognize that our forest plays an important part in addressing some of this issue. In something, obviously, we want to proactively play our part. We are looking at ways in terms of how we can conserve, we can preserve and restore the forest to enhance the assets for the state. In the Marudi project was identified, why? Because it's a good representation of some of the forests in Sarawak, being it's peaty, swampy, and also have some hill forests in that. We embarked on this project given the fact that we felt that we can have a program under WERA that can be codified, and we can run a program so that we can have the benefits of the carbon project for the absorption of carbon dioxide our trees, and also because of the peat and swampy nature of the forest, it also has a program on avoiding the emissions of some of the carbon dioxide coming out.
The Marudi Forest Conservation and Restoration Project has the potential to be one of the flagship nature-based solutions forest carbon projects for Sarawak. The uniqueness of this project lies in the fact that this area contains 3 of the 6 forest types in Sarawak, being the hill mixed dipterocarp forest, the peat swamp forest and the Karangas forest.
What we did in our consultation is to understand whether they have any, in terms of cultural logic, or local understanding of conservation, and to see from there on that we map whether their understanding of conservation has any significance or any dimension of it befit carbon forest. So that is what we were been trying to do. Then we understand that actually carbon forest is not something foreign for them. And then you look at the idea of carbon forest, it's not something foreign. And when we've done the ranking, many of them actually rank carbon conservation as top priority. So there is no conflict in terms of, okay, they're concerned about conservation is not in conflict with the company, or the company's concern about conservation is in conflict with the community. So there are some level of common understanding there, common interest there.
This project is still very new, and further plans will be made and implemented. Until now, soil study at our peatland area has been carried out to determine underground carbon stock. Social studies also have been done to find out the socio-culture of the people in and around the area. This study is very useful for designing social programs in the future. Among other studies that have been carried out are forestry enumeration and high conservation value study. In managing this project, SURE has the challenges. Among them are the difficulty of finding labor from local communities, interaction with reluctant villagers in the field, the difficulty of finding seeds or seedlings that have the potential according to the suitability of an area for future restoration. Nevertheless, effort to find a suitable solution will be formulated and implemented to support the smooth running of this project.
So we were all willing to do this because we know that this will be a benchmark project for the state, and whatever we learn from this project, it can be applied, used as a baseline for all the other areas in Sarawak, at the same time even in Southeast Asia or the world.
This is the first project of its type in Malaysia. It has national and international significance. The project will protect large areas of natural forest and wetlands and result in significant reductions in greenhouse gas emissions. And the project itself will be implemented according to best practices with regards to community consultation and community engagement. We are privileged to be associated with this project and am fully supportive of its objectives and long-term success.
Now, for this project in Marudi, in particular, I think the other thing that we have to mention is that the Marudi project is unique in the sense that it involves a lot of peat swamp forest. Peat swamp forest, as you know, is in this area in Marudi especially, the peats are very deep. They contain a lot of carbon. So if we were to use it for other purpose, we have no choice but to drain it. So once you drain the peat swamps, it will become a huge source of carbon dioxide that will be released into the atmosphere together with the decomposition of the carbon. And on top of that, I think we also have to recognize that peat swamp is a very important and unique wetland ecosystem. So if we can preserve it for any other purpose, I think it will be a huge benefit to Sarawak in particular and to the world in general.
The Marudi project, I think, is an excellent project. Why? Because we are doing this project under VERA. I think the VERA program not only takes into account of the carbon aspect in terms of the removal of carbon or the avoidance of emissions into the atmosphere, greenhouse gas, encourages to look at what's the impact onto the environment and the impact on the community living in that area. Let us focus on the community in terms of where we can improve their livelihood, improve the standard of living. I think this is absolutely key as part of the whole program.
This project was really a collaboration of all of these people that work together to work and make this a success project. This forest conservation project will definitely be a project of which Sara Carbon and the Forest Department Sarawak, as well as the state of Sarawak, can be proud of.